The Dabbleverse. This is, I don't know if you recall this guy right here. This is Aaron. All right. Aaron something. And he's from a show called The Steel Toe Program with Wheelchair Johnny. And they got a little bit of a mention on the show last night. So, of course, Aaron talked about it. So I thought we could check that out. I thought that'd be fun. Again, last night we had on Ethan Ralph, Milo Yiannopoulos, and the Earth's own Vito. And when I say the Earth's own Vito, I mean he's the shape and size of the Earth.
I was watching Jesse PS and Ethan Ralph last night. SP and I wanted to check out the Ethan Ralph Jesse PS Podawful show.
So just to be clear, when you're sitting there watching Podawful, enjoying it, laughing, having a great time, trying to figure out what's going on, you know, in the sector, the Dabbleverse is also watching. Isn't that fucking creepy? Aaron and his girlfriend are in bed with their toes out wiggling, watching Podawful, which right now I'm nervous doing this show. I'm like, I can't even believe that that's an option, because you know that tarantula's on top of his forehead going, yes, yes.
Which, by the way, you got a shout out.
Sweet.
On the Jesse PS Ethan Ralph show. Well, they were talking about Dick Masterson's new co-host, Third Mike. And they were talking about how awful they were.
Oh.
And Jesse PS, who's he's a big Matt guy, but I always thought he was a big Johnny guy.
No. You thought I was a big Johnny guy, and I call him Wheelchair Johnny? I literally don't even remember. Is Johnny even his actual name?
Jesse's funny. I don't think.
I don't know.
But Jesse goes, "Oh yeah, he's terrible. He's worse. He's worse than the guy with no legs from Steel Toe."
Okay, what the? I did not say that.
I think Ralph said that, right?
Somebody said it, but it was not me.
Yeah, you defended Johnny. Actually,
I said no. I said no, not Wheelchair Johnny. That's what I said. I said no, not Wheelchair Johnny. Come on. I was trying to be kind to I didn't want to hurt Wheelchair Johnny's feelings. Now, Aaron, Wheelchair Johnny's not watching Podawful. Wheelchair Johnny needed no part of this. Aaron's relaying that Podawful's talking shit about Wheelchair Johnny? Are you kidding me? So, and by the way, that means like he heard it, but he couldn't tell who said it. He and his girlfriend are sitting there playing footsie with each other, not paying attention to the program, which is bad. You really have to, this is not a second screen kind of show. You have to very carefully study. You got to study every little pixel, okay? You have to figure out what frame rate I'm in to even understand what's going on. Did you know we don't do 60? We're in 4K. We don't do 60 FPS. That's going to terrify gamers out there. If you're gooning on Rumble right now, you're going to fucking lose your mind. We're not in 60. Guess what? I'm about to blow your fucking socks off. You're going to be like Aaron Imholte sitting there with your piggies out. We're not even in 30. Can you believe that? Did you even know that? Did anybody here know we're not in 30? Now, YouTube might tell you we are. I don't know.
We're lower than 30?
We're lower.
Whoa.
We are lower than 30. Okay? And you're sitting there going, Jesse, you can't afford more than, what are you at, 12? And no, we're not at 12. We're at 24. Okay? I know what you're thinking. Why aren't you at 30? Why aren't you at 60? I have an ultra-wide monitor. I need you to be at 60 frames per second while having the two biggest black bars taking up most of my fucking screen. And you better have me in full screen. You better have me in full screen, not on a second monitor. Main monitor. Move all of your work elsewhere. That's your second screen now. Why? Who knows? Who knows why? Maybe I just like it. Maybe I just prefer 24. It was good enough for the movies. It's good enough for fucking you. I'll tell you that much. Anyway, so Aaron's sitting there. He's not paying any attention to Podawful, which is literally a crime. And that spider is whispering in his ear going, "Tell Wheelchair Johnny Podawful hates him." None of this ever happened.
So he was giving you a compliment. You're better than that guy.
I'm better than that guy.
You're better than that dude.
I have legs. They just don't work very well. But all right, yeah, no, I'll take
He's got legs. He doesn't know how to use them.
it. I'll take it. I'm better than that guy. Sweet, cool, thank you.
So we were.
I don't even know that guy. By the way, I didn't even know Dick had a new guy on his show. So I couldn't have even made that comment. We got to check out this new guy. You know, Sean. I don't even know how to do the Dick impression anymore. If Sean's not on the show, Sean left the show of the Dick show. And he left it because, of course, he was tired of, you know, people assuming that he has sex with guys. And
Why would they think that?
I don't know. Well, actually, we could talk about that in a second because I guess he just didn't want to be around. Or, you know, the same episode where Dick announced that he is no longer, or no, that he is having a baby, was the episode that Sean said he's no longer going to be on the show. So then you go, is that related in some way? And of course, you start to speculate. You start to assume that Sean is the actual father of this demon hell spawn child that's coming out of Dick's Skeletor girlfriend. And the horrifying, you know, Rocky Mountain style visage of her face. And imagine that, by the way, Sean having a kid with Marie Valenzuela. Horrifying. The amount of twitching and its jaw would unhinge and swallow its own head whole. Kill me. So Sean's leaving the show. I guess they replaced him with a new guy. Now I don't know how to do a Dick. The new guy's name better be Sean 2, or otherwise I'll never be able to do my impression again because I can only do it when I say Sean first. Yeah, Sean. Sean. If there's no, maybe John would work. Let me try. Hope. Oh God, I hope this guy's name's John or some shit. John. Yeah, that would work. That could. We're gonna have to figure out the new guy. Anyway, I don't know about the new guy.
We were watching it and we turned it off halfway through. Like,
oh, okay, cool. Hey, Aaron, guess what? I didn't even watch your fucking show.
I was excited for it, but you know what?
I guess I watched this part.
I realized I don't know a lot of shit about Dick Masterson. I don't really care about Dick Masterson. I don't really know much about Dick Masterson.
Okay, that's fair. Hey, cool anecdote, by the way. Yeah, I watched this clip last night. It was about some shit I don't even fucking know about. Anyway, let's spend the next 12 minutes talking about it.
And that's all they were talking about because Jesse P.S. hates him.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't watched a second.
Hey, I'm going to clue you in on something here, Aaron. Wheelchair Johnny doesn't know about any of the anything you talk about on this show. Now, I didn't say anything mean about Wheelchair Johnny last night, but I will say this. Wheelchair Johnny, his job is to sit there and to look like his eyes are about to escape the velocity of his head. And there is no other thing going on there. You know, it's like the way I've got fucking Dirk here. He's a backboard, all right? To you, I'm a sports guy now. The Clippers, I was you know, rooting for the Heat last night. So to use a sports analogy, you're like the backboard. I'm just trying to use you to touch down the ball into the goal or however sports work. So Johnny's there because Aaron needs something to look at. He needs something that will take his mind off of the corner demons and the whatever's always happening over here that he's laughing at. there's nothing more distracting than, again, Johnny's eyes. They're hypnotic in a way. They're actually beautiful. It's like a deep, chaotic beauty, or it's like when you stare into the void. Although he is not staring back, there's nothing going on in there. And he's never, this is crazy. I know this would floor a lot of you. Wheelchair Johnny's never even heard of Nick Rekieta, okay? He's been on this show. He's been on this show for 17 years. He doesn't know who that is. He doesn't know who any of these people are. When they do, their stupid news segments on the Steel Toe program, Wheelchair Johnny's like, Kamala who? Who are you talking about? He's high, okay? He's not there. And by the way, I'm not a fan of junkies, but I think Wheelchair Johnny's earned it, okay? Wheelchair Johnny, smoke up, enjoy. In fact, get so high that your eyes are leaking constantly while you're on the Steel Toe program so that Aaron is good and distracted. Keep him away from whatever's going on. Hey, get back! Keep him away from whatever's going on over there. Make sure that he can concentrate, have rivers, just waterfalls coming out of your eyes. They're so red. They match your shirt. Maybe try this. Hike them legs up, throw them over your shoulders backwards, where they're just bendy and they hang backwards over your shoulders. Give Aaron something to look at, something to concentrate on. If he had that, by the way, a year ago, maybe he wouldn't have been toe tapping around inside the men's room stalls with Nick Rekieta and his wife. Not that I didn't want that to happen. That was actually an amazing moment for the internet, but still, you understand what I'm saying? Huh?
Why was he dancing in the men's room?
They were up to no good. Listen, man, I don't want to get into a guy's proclivities that deeply. Last night on the show, Vito kept bringing up corn and eating poop and stuff, and a lot of people were very upset by this. I'm going to be revealing some stuff in the future about, I hope I remember all these things, because one day we're going to talk about these shows. And when we do, I want you to remember that I got something to say about that moment right there. Okay. There was something going on yesterday's show that I don't think anybody understands. And,
during the poo-poo talk?
During everything. Listen, Lenny, it's a whole... Only Dirk gets it. Only Dirk understands. Because he is my big, bald distraction backboard where when he's there, he's like a parrot on my shoulder, like a pirate. You ever wonder why a pirate's got a parrot? Is it because their names are similar? Like, what made them want to hang out with a bird who talks? And of course, the bird doesn't, when the bird talks, when the parrot says stuff, it's not really saying stuff. It's making noises it's heard before. That's Dirk. Okay? When Dirk says a thing, it's like he heard a guy say something once, and it just it brings me comfort. It's like a blankie or something, or a binky. I want to take Dirk's big bald head and suck on it like a binky. And that's Wheelchair Johnny for Aaron.
Of a Dick Masterson production.
Thank you.
So I wasn't invested in the topic. So
That's why I can't do a lot of the Dabbleverse stuff.
You are in the Dabbleverse, Wheelchair Johnny. Bad news. You can't do it. You are it. Am I wrong? I don't listen. I don't know how the Dabbleverse. How does Mersh say it? The Dabblerverse.
Yeah.
The Dabbleverse. Fuck. So stupid. I don't know. I don't know if I'm right about this because I'm not in the Dabbleverse, but sorry, I'm trying to start my old timey car. I don't know. I'm pretty sure these guys are the Dabbleverse, right? Like they're a big part of it.
I can't think of anybody else because Stuttering John left or whatever that fucking guy is.
That's a guy? So
I think so.
Yeah, is it Patrick Melton in the Dabbleverse? The Dabbler.
Yeah.
We're gonna need Tom Gully on this. If we're going to get to the bottom of this, we're going to have to ask Tom Gully. You know what we need to do? We need like an official, not a ranking, not one of them tier list things, but something where we can categorize specifically who's in the Dabbleverse, who's in the sector. Okay, is there a third one? Do we only have the Dabbleverse and the sector? Is there anything else?
The commentary community.
The commentary community. Oh my God, you're right. See, and these are,
there's some shit with that too going on.
It's like a Venn diagram too. There's some people who are crossovers, like Nick Ricada's in the sector and the Dabbler. It makes everything very confusing. And then here I am on the moon, as far fucking away as humanly possible from you people, okay? I'm floating in cyberspace. Leave me alone. I'm just happy to be here. But Johnny, you're in. I don't know if you know this, but you're in. You might as well be a urinal. You're in.
I don't pay attention to these other shows and what they say about other people. I usually assume...
Or anything. You don't pay attention to the show you're on and what they say about people. I have a feeling you aren't hearing the words coming out of your own mouth in this very moment.
They're not saying anything about me because there's no point to. So I'm just like, all right, I don't give a I can't keep up with it. People are like, oh, did you see what so-and-so said? Nope. No, I didn't. And my life's good that way.
You know why I can't get into Dabbleverse stuff?
Aaron, come on. When Wheelchair Johnny said it, I was like, all right. But Aaron,
I'm a fucking idiot.
Tell me about it.
I don't think Patrick wants Jesse PS smoke. Jesse's a fucking weirdo.
Aaron, you are not just in it. You might be the current crux of it. I think you're the thing holding it all together. This thing would have fallen apart already if you would just die. I don't want you to die, just to be clear.
Podawful made me do it.
I fucking did. I don't want you to die, but goddamn, if you disappeared for a month, well, I'd say, you know what? This was a challenge I had issued to Ethan Ralph like a year ago. I told him I would pay him some sort of ungodly amount of money. I don't even remember what it was. And I was serious. I was going to do it. An ungodly sum to just disappear from the internet entirely. No tweets, no streams, nothing. Can't talk to any internet guys. If he successfully managed 30 days consecutively to do nothing, I was going to pay him, $10,000 or something. And the entire idea of it being that it could destroy the sector, I thought that would be very funny to just completely wipe it out. Ethan Ralph is the linchpin of the sector. He invented the term. It was very obvious. This Dabbleverse thing, I guess, was all around this Stuttering John guy. I don't know, but you're saying he's not in it anymore?
That's what I heard. Tom Gully said it. I don't know.
I don't know either. I believe that the current linchpin, then, the only thing holding it together with chewing gum and, cum, is Aaron. And I would be willing to pay him a very small amount of money for 1 month disappear. We would hit that goal. All right. I would hit every goal for him. What is his goal? $300 a day or something? We could probably work this out. For every single day he doesn't show up, I hit the goal for him. Okay.
You know how many shows would just dry up and wither?
That's it. And again, nothing against Patrick Melton.
I don't think Patrick wants Jesse PS smoke. Jesse's a fucking weirdo.
Nothing against Patrick Melton, but there would be no more show after that. And I know people are saying, well, that would be you and Mersh. But this is the first Mersh episode I've done, while doing daily shows.
I suck fucking cock all the time.
Okay, Aaron, Jesus Christ. Whoa. It doesn't have to be all about you.
Why?
Because all the people there are no fun. Like, everyone's like playing for keeps. I think Mersh, to his credit, came up with a good phrase, boomer blood sports. It's a bunch of boomers who take the internet too seriously. They think this is like Battle Dome. And it's just, when you watch it from the outside, I've said this many times, it's embarrassing. Like, you watch these people, like on Twitter. Like, I saw the guy that became a potato. I remember the last time.
Okay, I'm out. I can't.
Don't talk about Johnny like that. right in front of him.
Jesus
He
Christ.
will end up a potato,
Yeah.
but he's got some time left.
I mean, some of his eyes are currently looking at you, Aaron. Come on, man. Damn, imagine having a tuber for a co-host. All right, anyway, once you say I saw the guy who became a potato, I can't keep watching anymore. But there you go. So the episodes, they're getting around. People are watching.
Hit the follow button, hit the like button, and be like, hey, yeah.
Fuck Doom. Doom fucking sucks. Doom never includes me in anything. He's a
Piece of shit Doom, loser Doom, dipshit Doom. When I'm Doom, I'm stupid. I'm a dumbass. My name's Doom. I ain't got nothing to do except troll. No wonder why they call you Doom.